Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome everyone to our evening presentation. This is Master Adrian coming to you from the San Francisco Center, where we'll be doing an introduction evening for a wonderful workshop coming up this weekend. Very happy to have you join us here, whether in person here in the center or on the webcast, for those of you who are joining this free introductory evening for the workshop, which begins tomorrow morning. Having said that, I want to actually, besides welcoming you, is to actually read what this workshop is going to entail. So I'm going to take a moment here. Ed, are we doing the Facebook as well? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Ah, wonderful. So this workshop, which this is the introductory evening. Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Master Adrian. I am one of the master teachers here in the Bay Area, not assigned to the San Francisco, but I'm happy to call this home, along with the other master teachers, Master Robert, Master Shunya, Master Marilyn. Master Jimena will be teaching this weekend, so we're very happy to have her, and I'll speak more about that here in a moment. So let me take a moment and read what the flyer has printed for this workshop. This workshop is entitled Discover the Hero Within, an Advanced Spiritual Retreat with Master Jimena Gavino. Open your heart and soul to find the hero within. Each of us has been given a special task that, when completed, will help transform challenges facing humanity at this time on Mother Earth. I want to read that statement again. Each of us has been given a special task that, when completed, will help transform challenges facing humanity at this time on Mother Earth. Open your heart more deeply to connect with the strength, courage, clarity, and vision of the hero within you. This powerful weekend includes lecture, spiritual practices, and special services to align with your special task and your hero's path in this lifetime. Take a moment and close your eyes. I want to very briefly just read a couple of sentences from this paragraph again, and have you notice where you feel, what you sense when you hear those statements. Open your heart more clearly, more deeply, to connect with the strength, courage, clarity, and vision of the hero within you. Each of us has been given a special task that, when completed, will help transform challenges facing humanity at this time on Mother Earth. I specifically chose those two sentences because, as you may be aware, there is much happening at this time on Mother Earth. There are many changes taking place on the planet, some of them very pronounced and very visible, and part of the daily updates and news briefs that you see coming from especially places like Hawaii, and places where there are disasters happening, changes taking place, natural disasters, storms, conflict, political challenges, religious challenges. So Mother Earth is going through a phase of transformation, of transition. There are many things taking place, many shifts happening. People often don't know what it is, they just know they feel something different. They notice something different. The animals are behaving differently on the planet. The weather patterns are shifting. It's rainy where it used to be desert, and it's desert where it used to be lush. We're just coming into another storm season for the hurricane season here in the northern hemisphere. And they're still dealing with the results of the last year's storms. They haven't recovered yet from those. So it's something on top of the next and the next and the next. So each of us is going through our own assessment of ourselves, of our lives, of our family, of our beliefs, of our way of being in the world. So this workshop is actually going to assist us with identifying how we can stay in that. Master Sha used to refer to the hero condition. In his earlier books, he would say, go into the hero condition. Go into that space, that quiet space, that internal place of refuge, and knowing where you are, who you are, how to act, how to respond. It's very interesting how things are always happening. Things are always taking place. And we're always talking about testing. How are we being tested? How are we passing the tests that are happening? And it's not so much that we are responding. Actually, it's not that the test is one thing or another. It's our own response to what's happening is actually the test. And oftentimes you'll hear people say, well, how could I possibly be grateful for this or that happening in my life? And it just depends on how you look at it. It just depends on how you acknowledge what's happening and how you are able to bring yourself into that place of acceptance, of understanding, and actually of gratitude. The things that happen to us, the things that take place in our life, the things that show up as a challenge one way or the other, are actually things that are, chances are there's something that we actually asked to have happen because we wanted to make a change in our life. Because we've always, if I've always wanted to be A, or I've always wanted to do, but it just something just kept getting in the way, not letting me do. Or my mind thought I could do this rather than that. The challenges show up in all different kinds of, they present themselves in many different ways. So we're actually more and more offering workshops like this one, where we are presenting ways of how do you handle what comes up. What's your first thought? And that actually is the quickest thing to appear and the most challenging thing or aspect to change, to transform. The thoughts come without a second notice. We just, boom, the thought occurs. So we're working on catching that thought in the moment and transforming it, giving it a different sense, changing the mantra. Everything we do has power. Our thoughts have power. Our words have power. So even if we don't speak what it is we're thinking, we've already had the thought. That already has some sort of momentum behind it. So, and the other part is, and I want to tie this into what we did this weekend, we had a wonderful workshop this weekend where it was about music and dance. It was about our soul language and our soul dance and how we serve through mantras and chanting and movement. So oftentimes people feel, and I hear this a lot, that it's so challenging and difficult that people feel like they can't move, they can't take a step, they feel bound, restricted. But their soul is not. So think about that. It's like being on an airplane and you're in the middle seat and you can't get up and move. You can still ask your soul to get up and move and dance and feel free. So we're looking for new ways of connecting with our own soul more deeply, connecting with our soul's purpose more deeply, connecting with our heaven's task. That's what we're here to do. And I hear many times people saying, I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Great. That's a great place to start. Asking the question, what am I supposed to be doing? If there's no uncertainty, if things are too linear and everything is in place and you have it to the nth degree, that doesn't allow any wiggle room for any changes. So I always say, if somebody says to you, I know exactly everything I need to know and I know exactly what I'm doing and I'm moving forward, so just giving you that as a preliminary. So once again, back to what we were discussing. This weekend is a weekend of information and transformation. So to get us into that space, let's start off by doing a meditation. So Ed, what was the CD we decided to? Wonderful. Tao Normal Reverse Creation. So everyone here in the room and on the webcast, on our Facebook, we're going to do a meditation, so I invite you to find a comfortable space and sit up straight. We're going to incorporate the 4 power techniques. So sit up straight with your back away from the chair, if that's comfortable for you. And please don't do anything that's uncomfortable. It's not about enduring anything. It's about being relaxed. Back away from the chair, feet flat on the floor. So that's the body power. Bring your awareness down to your lower abdomen, below the navel, the lower dantian. So our mind power, we're going to focus our mind there. The sound power, we're going to play the CD, Normal Reverse Creation. And for the soul power, we're going to ask soul, mind, body of the CD, Normal Reverse Creation. We love, honor, appreciate you. Please offer a blessing. Allow us to meditate, to go within, and to experience the stillness within while we listen to the CD. And as much as possible, relax. Focus on your breath. And Ed, if we can go ahead and start the CD, please.
道生一，一生 三生万物，万物归三，三归二，二归一，一归道，道生一，一生二，二生三，三生万物，万物归三，三归二，二归一，一归道，道生一，一生二，二生三，三生万物，万物归三，三归二，二归一，一归道，道生一，一生二，二生三，三生万物，万物归三，三归 生二，二生三，三生万物。
How? Thank you. So everyone just stay in that space you're in. And just notice how you're feeling, if your mind is clear, stillness, quietness. So for this evening, it's my honor to introduce our teacher for the weekend. And I've known Master Jimena for a few years, and I've learned many things from her, and continue to learn from her. She's one of Master Sha's top teachers, traveling teacher, has been instrumental in developing various centers on the West Coast. And we are fortunate that we have her this weekend to share her wisdom and her insights with us. So everyone, please join me in welcoming Master Jimena Gavino. Welcome, Master Jimena.
Thank you all. Have a seat. Thank you, Master Adrian. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. So I welcome everyone who is on the live stream. I welcome everyone who is joining us on Facebook. And I ask those of you that are here, and I forgot to do this, I was doing flows. And I ask everyone who's here and everyone who's on Facebook to share this video. Because this is an extraordinary workshop. I was guided to do this for the first time when I went to Vancouver, right after Master Sha assigned Master Peter because of the amazing opportunities that presented themselves with research. And it was, every time Master Sha does something, sometimes people question. But I'll tell you, in the end, it's always absolutely amazing what happens. So, they've been doing research now at a hospital for 4 or 5 months, maybe 6 months, 5 months at least, I think. So, or at least 4 months. And they will release the data, but I would say that we should prepare for some amazing, amazing news. It wouldn't have happened, if Master Peter wasn't focused and able to really dedicate the time. This is a huge task because they have to track. I don't remember how many people at that particular hospital. I don't know, 700 or 800 people that they. It's a rehabilitation hospital, so 700 or 800 people that they work with every month. Close to 1,000 people at each hospital. So if one hospital finds that what we're offering with the calligraphies and everything that we do is positive, that means the other 20-some hospitals will open the doors. So it's a very big undertaking. Anyways, this was quite a surprise. It was a very sudden change of events for the center and for the students. So Master Sha, made this announcement, and then 3 days later, I was in Vancouver. I was there for a week teaching with Master Peter, then came back to San Francisco, and then was back in January and have been traveling there. Then last week, 2 weeks ago, I was in Hawaii, and I was also guided to teach this workshop, and this is the same time that the volcano started erupting on the Big Island. And now I'm here in my hometown, what has been my home for over 30 years now. San Francisco's been my home for over 30 years, but it's not the same city that I moved to over 30 years ago. I was just walking through what is now called Tender Knob, where it's an area that defies definition, because it's the Tenderloin, which is one of the most economically challenged and most densely populated areas of the city. High incidence of a lot of unpleasant things there. And then you have the influx of high tech and money and beautiful upscale restaurants and upscale boutiques, all in the same space. And it's mind-boggling. The mind just doesn't know what to do with it, you know. So this workshop has had a pretty amazing impact on all those who have participated. And one of those is Master Nadia. Master Nadia has actually attended in Vancouver. She attended the Hawaii, and she's on the webcast now attending. She's attending this weekend. And she received the special services that were approved again by Master Sha. These are not standard services. They're very special services. And she wrote me a letter when I was in Hawaii about her experiences with these jindans that are available. And it's so profound because she's actually having very similar experiences to what I've been having, because I've received these treasures as well. So this workshop, I heard Master Adrian read the text to you, and this was given to me in flow. There are some key sentences here. So the hero's journey. All of us are on a journey. We may not realize that we're actually on a hero's journey, because disordered times, a disordered world produces heroes. Ancient Chinese teaching that Master Sha shares in his Tao One book. And I would say by pretty much any standards, we are living in disordered times. There's seemingly chaotic news or news of chaos that we hear almost every day. On the other side, that's one hand. On the other hand, we are living in extraordinary times. Times of extraordinary opportunities. And for those of us who are studying the spiritual journey, at least I can only speak for my journey with Master Sha, because I have not studied with another teacher. It has been a journey of incredible empowerment. Master Sha is empowering humanity in a way that we have not been empowered before. None of us in mass, maybe there have been one or two great teachers, but in mass, to empower humanity, the way that we are being empowered through the special services, for instance, the jindans, the golden light balls that are available through the calligraphies that are part of the sacred space that's here in the center in San Francisco, the center in Hawaii, center in Vancouver, center in the Netherlands, Belgium, Sydney, London, Toronto. I'm missing one. Not a center, no. Yeah. It's okay. And I said London, Belgium, yeah. No. So those centers have these very special calligraphies, and from those calligraphies you were able to receive these very special treasures. Many, many people, over 7,000 people, received divine healing hands around the world. When you invoke your divine healing hands, you are sending a blessing, a beam of light that goes into another being's soul, heart, mind, and body, and brings to them divine Tao and source, Shen Qi Jing. That's what divine healing hands is. It's not a permanent transmission like the golden light balls, but it is source, Shen Qi Jing, divine and Tao, Tao hands, Tao Shen Qi Jing, that is being a huge infusion of Tao Shen Qi Jing that comes into someone's relationship, heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, thyroid, pituitary glands, their knees, their hips, their back, spinal column, the brain, eyes, ears, teeth, mouth, all kinds of stuff. Every aspect of your being, finances, business, homes, yeah. And that huge infusion of light clears so much negative Shen Qi Jing, transforms it to divine Tao and source Shen Qi Jing, transforms the message that was created by our mistakes to divine love, forgiveness, compassion, and light. That's incredible empowerment. That's just an unbelievable empowerment. So this workshop is really to help you to recognize that you actually already have received everything that you need to walk the hero's path, to embrace the hero's journey, to connect with your hero's task, and to live and to embody the hero's heart, the hero's courage, the hero's sense of right and wrong that a hero often has. And that's our task this weekend, is for us to connect very deeply. One of the things that I learned in the workshop in Hawaii at the beginning of May is that all of us have had at least one lifetime in which we have been a hero. Some of us have had several. Our blockages, our mistakes, block us from seeing that, cause us to forget. Sometimes we get hints. There's so many, what are they called? Knights in shining armor in Master Sha's organization. I cannot tell you how many knights in shining armor. You know the archetypes, right? So many knights in shining armor. They swoop in and they're going to save the maiden, save the village. That's a hero. That's a hero. So many Joan of Arc archetypes. I've seen this one too, quite often. Many of us have lived in times, in other times of great turmoil and great darkness on the planet. And we may have been one of several, or maybe perhaps only one, the only one, that was able to mobilize and call all hearts together to join and to really together to bring light back into the world. So I want to invite all of you who are online to share what brought you here tonight. What would you like to experience tonight? What would you like to have happen for you this weekend? Same thing with our friends on Facebook. Why are you here today? Why does this topic interest you? Lots of people today, I saw postings about, this is such a timely topic. Oh, we definitely need more workshops like this. Okay, why? Why does your heart say that? Tell me. What brought you here?
So, first of all, I'm grateful that you are here and doing this workshop.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Master Shunya, Master Robert, Master Marilyn. I want you to know that they are here with us in soul, heart, and mind. Just physically, they have some other priorities right now, but they are definitely here in soul and heart. Yeah.
So I was watching on the Facebook when you were doing this workshop in Hawaii.
Oh, please, Ed asked if you could come up. So, yeah,
really?
So I'm stage managing.
Oh, thank you.
Not that I want to, but he's asking me to ask you. So.
Oh, thank you. So I was watching you when you did this workshop in Hawaii, and whenever I have time, I watch them. Their workshops or retreats, whatever they do on the Facebook, and I know some of them how they do, how they teach and things, and after the download you gave them, I saw a huge shift. There was a huge transformation.
So just so everybody knows, it's so interesting, because I was there for 16 months, and those 16 months changed me, changed them, changed me. But that's the beauty of it, right? We help each other. So like you, I know the teachers there very well. So the two teachers that received that were the recipients of the special services were Master, not April, but Master, no, April is her sister. Master Sophie Ann, yeah, and Master Theda. Yeah.
Yeah, so they had so much confidence
afterwards, right?
After the download, yeah. They were so, it's not that they were not fluent before, but they were just like the
voice,
teaching will flow
the voice
from them.
Yeah.
I was amazed. I was like, I have to have this download. I was waiting for you to come and do this over here.
Yeah, this may be the last time that I'm able to do this. It's each time it's because the downloads are so huge. I can tell you that the first time it was because I didn't. The first time I was able to get approvals relatively easily. The second time for Hawaii. And I said to everybody, originally they said no, I was going to have to change the workshop. And then I went back and I said, well, what about if I modified things a little bit? And then the day I arrived, which was, I arrived on a Wednesday, Thursday, I think it was, I received an email that Master Sha had gone ahead and approved everything exactly as originally submitted and upgraded them. Here, literally just a week ago, we just got approval. So, yeah. But I don't think I can do this much more. Somebody said to me, I hope you're going to do this another time. I was like, I don't know, because each time it takes a lot of going back and forth, and because the jindans are very big, and I'm going to do a demo tonight, so everybody can see. These are huge, huge jindans that transform. They literally transform your soul's journey. So what else did you notice?
And also the wisdom that you shared or you gave during your teachings. It is amazing. It's just eye-opener, heart-opener, transformation. I mean, everything just happens. It's so powerful.
It is very powerful.
Powerful. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. I noticed that this workshop is not one where you get 200 people. And I told Master Adrian, I said, this is so interesting. It's so difficult. I submit all the marketing materials to the local center leaders. And generally they take it from there. But even they have a hard time. And they cannot grasp. This was given in flow. And I was at the center in Vancouver. It just came out. I floated, and then I said, it seemed very powerful to me, but then there are other master teachers there. I said, listen to this flow, and you tell me what you think. So they were crying. So I said, okay, then I'm just going to put a couple periods and some commas there. because it felt very powerful to me, but I thought maybe I need to expand it, all the logical things. But this is exactly as it was given to me. The flow is exactly, there's no extra words or anything. I just simply added a few commas and a period. But it's so interesting how difficult it is, even for the master teachers, to really grasp what is being said in this flow. So I'll read it to you. Open your heart and soul to find the hero within. Each of us has been given a special task that, when completed, will transform challenges facing humanity at this time on Mother Earth. So this is not, let me put up a flyer. Let me distribute some flyers. This is a bigger calling, right? It's a higher level calling, yeah. Because many of us want to know, what is my purpose? This is what we're talking about. Open your heart more deeply to connect with the strength, with the courage, with the clarity, and the vision of the hero within you. Many of us have the desire. You would not be here if you did not have the desire to serve humanity, to want to make a difference in the world, to want to relieve the suffering, to want to bring light to a group, a country, a nation, a planet, a galaxy, or more. We just may not be fully aware because the blockages don't let us see how big our vision really is. Instead, they keep you thinking. It's just a question of putting up some flyers or maybe doing some Facebook posts, and I'm not so good on social media. That's not actually the issue. The issue is, if you get good at social media, then you actually might make an impact in the world. And your blockages, your negative Shen Qi Jing, are challenging your commitment to that calling. Yeah. So you do not stop. You do not let, under any circumstances, you do not let the blockages stop you. We don't just go, oh, it's blockages. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. No. Don't even go there. Oh, it's Da'ai. I'm transforming it to Da'ai. This should be your mantra. Da'ai, Da'ai, Da'ai. Because Da'ai is the hero's heart. The hero's heart is Da'ai. The hero's heart is so big, so pure, so committed, so confident. The hero's heart doesn't say, I'm only going to save the people on this side of the street. Only the people on my side of the building. No. Total, unconditional, everyone. Everyone, everything. They do not think about themselves. They do not contemplate and weigh. Well, that means I'm going to miss dinner. And then, this is going to happen and that's going to happen. They act. A hero's heart is a heart of action, is a heart that beats in order to serve. A hero's heart is a heart of action. It beats to serve. It's a heart of service. It's a pure heart. It has no desire for glory. It has no desire for power. It has no desire for wealth, for the corner office, or, they're not posing like, it's a photo op. Not a photo op. In fact, you may not even know who they are, that steps in and in that moment takes the action that is needed to save as many beings, because they do not differentiate between human beings and other beings. They love, they honor, they respect, they care for all, for everyone and everything. A hero's heart, and I'm borrowing from Master Nadia's letter that she wrote me, is a tender heart. It embodies unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, unconditional compassion, unconditional light, unconditional humility, unconditional harmony, unconditional gratitude, flourishing, service, and enlightenment. I've taken, well, I should be very honest, I have partially completed the the Tao Science courses, but I'm in a class with Master Rulin that specifically for some of the master teachers, because we need remedial training. Anyways, she's giving us very specific training and some specific practices and training, and I learned something very deeply from her, because I already knew we had an issue, but I couldn't figure out how to resolve it. And through Tao Science, she is helping us to resolve it. So Tao Science explains Master Sha's teachings from a scientific perspective. I cannot do what she does, which is she can write a formula for just about anything. Enlightenment, consciousness, whatever it is, she can write a formula and she can explain it through Tao Science. But what I learned from her is that already we know from Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, the heart houses the mind and the soul. Soul is message. Master Sha is, when Master Sha became a divine channel, when he accepted heaven's request, unlike us, hemming and hawing and hedging and let me think about it, let me talk to my spouse, let me think about what's going to happen to my, to my company, to whatever. There's so many things that myself included. I cannot believe I'm still here when I think about all of the excuses and all of the but that I would articulate to Master Sha. And because now I get to do what Master Sha did, I get to go to the different centers and help them transform their service. So I get to hear all the buts. So when I go, oh, I'm mortified because I did that how many years ago, But I'm so grateful to Master Sha that he was unconditional in his heart from the beginning. From the beginning, before he was a divine channel. And he held on to all of us. He literally, when we were ready to bolt, he was still holding on to us. And he's still holding on to us now. Yeah. We are so, so lucky. So very, very lucky. When he became a divine channel, Master Sha changed the world, because he changed the prevailing view of how to heal. The hardest thing to do before Master Sha became a divine channel was to change the message. who could change the message? Meaning, who could clear your Akashic records? Truly clear your Akashic records. Truly change not only the present, but the past and your future. In an instant, with one order. I had never heard of it. That's why I myself did not quite understand what karma cleansing was. But now, boy, I'm one of the biggest advocates for the Tao Chang, the Tao Jings, the tent centers, everything that is available. So by changing the message repeatedly, Master Sha didn't say, I'll change the message once. He just keeps giving us higher and higher level, higher and higher frequency, hoping that this one is going to stick. Our task is to do practice. And I taught a workshop 2 weekends ago called the Tao Business, and the second one was Tao Healing. And I saw firsthand what happens when someone actually does the practices. Instantly, pain for 44 years of pain, gone. Instantly. Pain levels were at least a 12, probably close to 15. But the person had this pain for 44 years. They'd been in a horrendous car accident and had a very difficult time moving. They served in unbelievable ways. You know, they walked for 7 years. They walked, and they took a part of the city in Vancouver, and he walked for miles, for hours, flyering and postering. They calculated about 2 years ago or 3 years ago how many flyers and posters this team of about 4 or 5 people, 3 of them were kind of the core, how many flyers and posters they put up. I think it was close to 40,000. It's a lot of flyers and posters, right? Because they knew how many they printed, they knew how many events, they just calculated it, yeah. I said to him, why did you do this? How did you do this? Because I know from my own personal experience, I know what it takes to overcome the pain in order to be able to accomplish what you need to accomplish. And I said, why did you do this? And the person said exactly what I know, which is, what else can I do? Anything, either you're living or you're dying. And this was one of the very first things I learned when I became very sick last October. Every moment is a moment you either are living or you're dying, and it's a slow, painful death. And he basically said, I chose to serve. I chose to serve because this is the only way of transforming. Maybe not in this lifetime, but for the next lifetime. This is what I can do. So, excruciating pain, excruciating, challenges cannot even really put the feet flat down, walking in the rain, in the sleet, in the snow. And it rains for about 7 months in Vancouver. So it's not like here we have fog, but it only rains like 2 or 3 months. Yeah. Instantly, practices. We did practices for 4 days, and already the first day, things changed. Didn't believe it. I said, I know. Second day, more change. Didn't believe it. Third day, very significant change. Didn't believe it. Woke up the next day, absolutely no pain. Said, he woke up as if like he had awakened 44 years earlier from a coma. His accident was so traumatic. He tore up his face, no eyelids, everything broken, no teeth, all kinds of, yeah. And had been in a coma, came out of the coma, and of course then was in excruciating pain. But this time, when he stepped down on the floor, he said, no pain. Couldn't believe it. Could not believe. No pain. Still came to the center, didn't say anything. That evening around 10:30, I got an email that said, I want to let you know that, I'm experiencing no pain. I was like, that's great. And the thing is, I saw him 2 days later and still wasn't believing it, and said to me very softly, can you tell me what blessings did you give me? And I said, there are no blessings. All we did was we practiced, and we did no transmissions. Blessings because you're in the center, but no transmission of jindans. He said he saw a light every time I mentioned another person, saw a light coming to him, and we talked a little bit about what had occurred for him. So practice is essential. You receive the treasures. You have to do practice. That's all that Master Sha asks us to do, is to practice. Turn on the treasures and practice. What has occurred as a result of this, however, is that we've practiced, and some people practice more than others, so they're able to actually transform the heart. Many of us still have not transformed the heart. So the key to stepping into the hero's condition, stepping into the hero's path and the journey, and aligning with your hero's task, is to open the heart, is to really and truly open the heart and let go. Let go, because you're hanging on. You're actually hanging on to negativity. You're hanging on to your negative Shenchi Jing blockages, but we don't even realize it. But we know it. We know the certainty of it. So we know it like we know it like we can see this what's this called? Dry erase? Yeah, dry erase board. So rather than saying, let it go, and I'll write on whatever heaven wants me to write on, instead, we hang on to things. But we're hanging on to our negativities. Not that this is negative, because this is a servant, but we hang on to our negativities because it's known. So we need to let go. This is what happened to Master Sofian, and this is what happened to Master Theta. The jindans were so big that they instantly were able to let go. And in letting go, all of the practice that they had done, everything, just like with Robert, when now he can walk and there's no more pain. Now, for them, all the wisdom, everything that they are able, that they at the soul level have been able to access but couldn't. Now it's flowing through them, because as divine channels, they have high connection, huge access, very high level access in heaven. So, what brought you here today? Mm-hmm. And then you're going to read from me on the. It's giving people enough time to write.
Well, to come and to learn from you is always number one. It doesn't matter what the subject is.
Thank you.
So that's number one. Number two is every subject is always extraordinarily expanding for me. Mm-hmm. A simple word like the word hero can mean many things, but what does it truly mean? Like, mm-hmm. What is really truly the essence? And that's why I'm here to find out about.
Mm-hmm. Good.
What are those qualities?
Good.
I came here because I need courage and bravery. Because if you don't have sovereignty in your life, if you don't have authority in your life, you can't do anything if you live in fear. Like, you can't accomplish anything.
When I saw the title, I knew immediately I need to be here. I'm in the process of completing a very traumatic experience as a high school teacher, and observing the transition being played out in high schools. Many teenagers have some serious mental health issues. one day the school went into lockdown because students had posted on social media there was going to be a shooting at the school, and when the day that there was one in Texas, the school went into lockdown, and we thought that some students would do harm. But that, for me, that was traumatic, but I did my best to calm down my students and reassure them, and follow the lockdown procedures that day. But it keeps occurring to me, high school teachers these days have to be real heroes. After the experience I had the past 5 months in one high school, I've realized I'm not equipped to be a high school teacher. There are so many issues, and in my case, a number of students were very abusive to me. So I'm going to focus on small children, but there's a need for heroes. Definitely, teachers these days have to be heroes. Especially at the high school level, you have to get in touch with that unconditional love and compassion to be able to deal effectively with the problems that I'm observing today in today's high schools or with today's teenagers. That just it requires a great level of love and compassion and an open heart and unconditional love. And so I need to cultivate that. If I'm going to stay in education, I have to absolutely cultivate that. But bring more light.
The thing is that you would not be there if inside of you didn't already have what it takes. Right now, it's the blockages that don't allow you to see it. But and it's actually very sad what's happening to children now. The pressure, the stress, the shootings. Children are not equipped to deal with the stress. Adults are not equipped. Yeah.
Yes.
So, thank you. I understand. Yeah, Victoria.
Thank you. I'll come up because.
And then, do we have people online who have shared?
The webcasters like us to be up here. So
good. So go. Yeah.
Yeah. So I also attended your workshop. Actually, I registered for your workshop in Hawaii. And for some of the reasons already mentioned, to find out, what really is a hero and what do I have within me. And I received so many teachings that were just so profound that I, knew I wanted to attend again. But also, you mentioned the hero's vision, hero's heart, hero's courage. And I was so blessed to be able to receive those. And I felt such a difference right away. And just one example that I could offer was that yesterday there was somebody who was extremely unhappy with me. It's in my new living situation. And that person just hauled off and yelled at me and screamed at me and threw something on the floor. And I was like so calm. And I, before I might have been a little jolted at least, But and also the vision of knowing what to do. Another situation happened where it's like right away I have much more awareness of what's needed.
Right? Yeah. It's my experience as well.
Yeah.
The awareness is instant.
I became aware of the fact that this awareness is here. I'm just so grateful. So.
Dr. Rulin would be very proud of us.
Thank you.
Become aware of your awareness. Okay. Get it done. Okay. So anybody, anyone online share? Yeah. Why are people here? And I'm used to doing the 3-hour introduction, and here they do 2 hours. So tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. But if you stay, I will stay, and we'll have a powerful evening.
For myself. The hero's journey is a very classical thing that goes all the way back to the time of the Greeks, and who knows, way before that probably. And I was curious how this fits in with the soul's journey. So that's why I'm here.
Ah, okay.
And let's see, there's actually several posts here. Nadia Rose.
Master Nadia, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Master Nadia. I'll go from latest to earliest here. She says, Dearest Master Jimena, I can't thank you enough to be my mentor and my spiritual mother who taught me so many things. Where I am today is because of you and your love. It's my third workshop, Hero's Heart, and I'm so excited to meld fully with Hero's Heart, to be a heart of service 24/7 for eternity. It is such an honor to serve Hero's Heart. Vancouver first, Hawaii second, and now our coast, San Francisco. Da'ai. Well, let's see. Maybe this is part is out of order, but she also writes, and my consciousness has changed. It's not Hero's awareness, it's Buddha's awareness. Frances Ann Brown writes, I love your teaching, Master Jimena. I join you each time I have the opportunity. I hear that we must remember who we are and why we have come to Mother Earth. We will remember with your guidance.
That's part of the task, right? Is to remember who we are. Yep.
Amy says, living and working as a federal employee in Washington, D.C., I greatly appreciate you giving us the tools to... Hold on a second, my screen just shifted and I lost the text. I greatly appreciate your giving us the tools to be on the hero's journey. Carolyn Nash writes, this ignites a stream of boldness in me. I want to release the layers that bind me so that I can ride that flow and take positive action. Amy also writes earlier, she says, Dear Master Jimena, any opportunity I can get, I want to be in your field. My soul connects with you.
Thank you.
My soul connects with you at such a deep level. The wisdom you offer permeates so deeply. Thank you for sharing yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
And let's see. Robin Brent writes, I am here to become a hero. Please show me. Please show me how. Thank you. Let's see. And there were some more that came in. Let's see here.
Okay.
Abhinav Rao says, Da'ai and Daganen. I attended the Vancouver retreat and experienced changes in my soul, heart, mind, and body. Looking forward to much more. Thank you.
Good.
There's a couple posts on Facebook, too.
Go ahead.
Catherine Wiebe says, I am curious to know what's hiding inside me that needs to come out. Melissa?
Love, forgiveness, compassion, and light.
And a few more dots. Melissa Corwin writes, Aloha, soul family. I would like to regain my self-confidence, inner centeredness, and sense of purpose, etc. Anything I may discover about the true purpose of my life would be amazing. I have felt lost for a number of years. Mahalo, Master Jimena and Master Shah.
Good.
Kathy Arnold just says, Da'ai and Daganen for you, beloved Master Jimena, and all soul family, countless bow downs to you, beloved Master Jimena. And
love you, everyone. I'm very honored to be here. I'm very honored to join you by, thank you so much. I'm very honored to join you, thank you, by webcast. So I want to follow the agenda. It always works better when I follow the agenda, because the agenda was given in flow, and it helps all of us to connect with the source more deeply, and it helps us to then align with our task. So I invite all of you who are here to put your feet flat on the ground. Yeah, backs straight. And you may want to scoot up in your chair so that you are really firmly planted on the ground. And you are able to receive the nourishment from Mother Earth. Really receive the nourishment that is present here. You know, you walk on the floor here is different than you walk outside. Why? Because this is a Tao center, Master Sha Tao Healing Center. The Tao is the creator. The creator of heaven and Mother Earth. That means heaven and Mother Earth are present here. When we come into the center, it's very quiet in here. Even though we're on a street, not unlike what happens in Vancouver, 4 lanes of traffic, very busy, buses, ambulances, fire trucks. You know, it's a city living. It isn't like you can go into a neighborhood and it's totally quiet. Because always there's going to be, there will be city noises. But it's absolutely quiet. Very still in the centers now because of the Tao Chungs. And there is a purity. There's a purity to the air when you walk in. And I recognized this when I was in Hawaii. I remember someone took me hiking one day, and I could feel the shifts as we were getting higher and higher in elevation, because the access to pure Shen Qi Jing, the higher you went, the more pure the Shen Qi Jing was. You walk into the center, very pure. Here, you put your feet flat on the ground so that you are receiving nourishment from Mother Earth. You and I need this. Mother Earth has been around for billions of years. We don't even know how long. And yes, Mother Earth is shaking. All you have to do is look at what's happening in Hawaii. All you have to do is look at what happened in Maryland last week, the floods. Texas, a month ago. Where was the other one, that other shooting? That other school where Florida, those kids took on, what got awakened in them? The hero got awakened within them. They're a great example of heroes. Yeah. Make sure your back is straight. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth to the heart palate. Gentle. Gentle. Very gently touch. We're activating the major meridians in the body. We're activating the Jin Jin Yuye, the Mother Earth's sacred liquid, the 2 acupuncture points at the base of the tongue, so we can receive Mother Earth's nourishment. We need this nourishment. That Shen Qi Jing, as troubled as Mother Earth is, that Shen Qi Jing is much more pure than we are. It also has much higher frequency than we do. Longevity, Mother Earth's longevity, how many billions of years? Our longevity is limited. 70, 60, 70, 80 years. Visualize. All the time you visualize golden light in your lower abdomen. If you're in any of the advanced trainings like Master Adrian, you visualize light in your Hui Yin, the base of the body, the key point for accumulating Yin. Yin energy. Or the Mingmen point, the Tao gate, our connection to the Tao. Just visualize light. You only focus on the light. Any thoughts that come in, light. Any emotions that come up, light. You want to do more emails, you want to answer more phone calls. light. All you think about is light. You replace one thought with light. Just keep coming back to the light. Make sure your chin is level with the floor so that your baihui, acupuncture point, is level, and heaven's nectar, heaven's Shen Qi Jing can come in. This is why you come into the center, you feel better. What's happening for Master Marilyn? She's receiving heaven's Shen Qi Jing. She's receiving Mother Earth's Shen Qi Jing. She will feel better just by being here. I feel better. What I know is that this weekend is so interesting. Master David, Hawaii, teaching open spiritual channels. Master Peter, Sydney, in the Heart of Enlightenment Kuan Yin retreat. I'm here in San Francisco, Discover the Hero Within. Master Allen is in Colorado. I think Master Cecilia is in Europe, yeah. The frequency is very high. What happened to Master Marilyn? What's happening to others? I know myself, such a hard time functioning today. Pain levels very high. Here, you don't feel pain. So make sure your back is straight. Keep your back straight. You are aware, not sleeping. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Stay aware. Keep your mind in your lower abdomen. Learn to keep your mind in the lower abdomen. Visualize the light. Keep coming back to the light. Allow the light to nourish you, to fill you, head to toe, skin to bone. So keep your mind on the light. You can see the brightness of the light. Bright, golden light. And watch the light get brighter and brighter and brighter. It may even become white, golden white light in your lower abdomen, filling your entire lower abdomen. Brilliant golden light. If you have your hands in front of your lower abdomen, leave about 6 inches between your body and your hands. Energy moves in the space. You need space outside the body, space inside the body. Focus on the light. Beautiful golden light. Crystal golden light. This golden light gets bigger and brighter in your lower abdomen, filling your entire lower abdomen. Keep bringing your mind back to the lower abdomen. Focus on the light. Beautiful golden light. Crystal. Pure light. Very, very bright. Brighter and brighter and brighter. And allow the light to grow. Watch it grow, expanding, growing, filling your entire lower abdomen. And really focus on the Ming Men point if you can, the point directly across from the belly button. Focus on the back half of your lower abdomen. Staying conscious and aware. Focus on the light. Allow this beautiful golden crystal light to nourish you. Nurture you. To begin to fill your entire body with light. It just expands and expands and grows, getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. Keep looking in to the beautiful golden light. Till all you see is light. Just light. Everywhere, light. Bringing your mind back to the light. Allow this light to bring you peace, serenity. Keep focusing on the light. Keep coming back. Any thought that you have, any physical sensation, any emotional sensation, just come back to the light. Come back to the light. Focus on the light. till you and the light are one. The light is around you. The light is within you. You are light. Light is you. Keep looking at the light. And stay in this condition of oneness. Stay in this condition of peace. Of serenity. Stillness. Of emptiness and knowingness. Allow this light to permeate your entire being. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Just light. Pure light. Beautiful golden crystal light. And in this condition, stay in this condition. I'm going to do a reading for somebody. I'm going to do a reading for Master Adrian. Of one lifetime in which he was a hero. How this is Yenwaye, leader of the Akashic Records. There are several lifetimes. In fact, there are many in which our beloved Master Adrian has been a quiet hero. There is a lifetime when many struggled for food, for water. A time of haves and have-nots, of those with power and those who were disempowered, living in squalor, surviving on the crumbs and meager rationing of food. Unbeknownst to many, he would help to bring food, water, clothes to those in need, taking great risks. He did not act alone, but with others who together sought to bring relief to those who could not help themselves. There was no doubt in his heart. There was no question. Joy, gratitude, conviction, confidence, and courage, tempered by great humility. In his heart, he knew that only through the love of divine and Tao were they able to bring what they were bringing, shielded and protected. Many tried to discover who and how. Always they were protected. He walked among those with power, with wealth, those whose hearts had been corrupted, who measured every bag of grain, every ounce of salt, bringing light and laughter. How. So I'm gonna get my fachi. This weekend I'm gonna bring all of them. Because there's no traveling involved. You know, I cannot travel with all my fachis because they're too difficult to, even these get so challenging sometimes, but okay. So you stay in the condition. He was picked. Earlier today when I was checking, he was picked as the heaven chose Master Adrian as the demo for tonight. Yeah. You just stay there, Master Adrian. You don't have to shift or anything. Just stay there. Stay in the condition. Stay in the condition. Because the more you stay in the condition, these are very big downloads. Already, I created a field. Now, I help you. Stay in the condition. Everyone silently do practice. What practice? Forgiveness practice. Dear Divine, dear Tao, dear Source, my name is. Please forgive me. Please forgive my ancestors for all the mistakes that we have made in this lifetime and in all lifetimes. All the mistakes that have hurt or harmed others, maybe affected their hero's journey, blocked their hero's path, diverted them from their hero's task. Maybe you took the life of a hero in a past life. Maybe you used your status, the abilities given to you by heaven, to serve inappropriately. So many things people do. Just apologize. You don't have to know if it's truth, not truth. Just apologize. Apologize if you are feeling fearful, angry, any of the major emotions, because we've created that in others. Anything that blocks your hero's journey is a reflection of what you've done to block others. You don't know what your path is. You don't know what your task is. You don't have the courage to make the phone calls just apologize. Because when this download comes down, the ripples, the vibration, not only here in San Francisco, but really around Mother Earth in the whole galaxy. But the light that will come to the Bay Area, to the West Coast, I don't think it's an accident. So I've asked his Akashic records to be kept open. Watch, those of you that can watch. So Master Nadia, I'll connect with you. You can do a reading. Lali is here. Lali has very powerful third eye. Watch. Watch through your Ming Men point. Yeah, Victoria's here. Ask Heaven, dear my Heavens team, please allow me to see the spiritual images through my Ming Men point. Divine order, transmit. Watch as the jindans are formed. Transmit. Fourth dimension. Divine order, transmit. Ultimate Divine Infinity Committee. Sorry, I'm so used to doing jindans from the Tao Chang. Ultimate Divine Infinity Committee. Shen Qi Jing Jindan. And Special Light Wall for going into the hero's condition. To Master Adrian. Transmission! Feel the frequency. See the light. Divine order, transmit, Shen, Qi, Jing, Jindan, and Special Light Wall. For the hero's heart at the Ultimate Divine Infinity Committee level to Master Adrian. Transmission! Feel your own heart expand. See. You could see. And ask Heaven to show you not just the light, what happened for his Heavens team. What happened for his spiritual journey. Who can share? What did you see? What did you experience? Yeah. Sister Nadia, if you're on, you just call me. I have to get my charger. And then she can call me. Yeah, I think we may have to do that because I don't have the cube. Oh, cube for my... You have one? Okay. Yeah? So what is the phone line?
It's the GCS teleconference, 1712-432-2839.
You just have to speak it into the mic, yeah?
So, Master Nadia, it's the standard phone number, 712-432-2839. And the participant code is 61554 pound.
Oh, here. Maybe enough juice. You give her the moderator number here on my phone. Okay. Just give her the moderator and then I'll... Did you send it? Okay.
No, I didn't send it.
Okay. So, Master Nadia, you use the moderator. I just put it on your phone. So, want to share, Lali, what you saw? Yeah? Come on up. Share what you saw for Master Adrian.
So what I saw for Master Adrian was, well, there were a lot of saints present here, and when you were doing your silent invocation, there were more different teams of saints came, and when he did the transmission, I saw his heart just opened, like really immediately, just opened really wide. And also I saw fourth and the fifth chakra,
I know,
the throat.
This opens, yeah.
It opened. And there was a lot of shifting in the head. And what I saw that, well, Master Adrian has so much compassion and love for everyone. He serves a lot. And I saw that he will be serving on a different level, much higher level. And a lot of things happened, and the light in the room when we were doing their meditation, the light was so huge. And I got so hot all of a sudden that even it seemed like the fire was coming from my hands. I had to hold my hand out. And a lot of transformation happened for everyone who's present here and those on the line and on Facebook and online, and it seems like it's like a permanent thing happened for them. Even though we didn't get the transmission directly, but a lot of things have happened for us.
Have shifted
by
for
being
you.
present here.
Yeah, do a flow.
Yeah. How?
Did she call?
Dear ones, as many of you in this room and on the webcast are able to feel the vibration you are feeling is the transformation that is happening in your channels, in every cell of your body. There is transformation happening, and transforming the blockages in the Shen Qi Jing. Many of you have been blocked because of the mindsets. The transformation that is happening on a much deeper level than you can comprehend at this time. As you know, you are in the Tao Chang. The frequency here in this temple has increased to a much higher level. Your beloved Master Jimena brings much transformation to the places she goes to. Many of you are feeling it right at this moment. Stay in the condition and receive as much as you can. This will help you. On your soul journey, in your healing, as well as in your service. How?
Thank you so much.
There was
Thank
much more coming, but
Much more, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear from Master Nadia, and then we'll continue. Yeah. Yeah. I think we just put it down here. Yeah. Master Nadia, are you on the phone? Are you?
I am on the phone, and thank you, Master Jimena, for the honor to be in your presence and watch the transmission of this very powerful soul of the growing the condition of the hero's heart, and actually a hero's heart itself, because it's so important to follow the chronology of receiving this blessing in the order that has been ordered to Master Adrian. Because if the heart was given just by itself, then the mind and the soul, our heart and the body, will not have the opportunity to go into the condition in order to execute the power and the significance and being in the condition of the hero. And then the heart follows. I saw a huge heart just was penetrating, within Master Adrian, and congratulations. It's actually very different from the heart that was in Vancouver transmitted and the heart that was transmitted in Hawaii. I had the greatest honor to participate in person by webcast in both of them, and they're all significant. But the San Francisco, I see it very differently. Let's say for Master Adrian, it's not just golden heart. It actually was transforming colors as Master Adrian will be walking and serving along the soul journey. So at times he will need a golden heart to complete the task. Sometimes it will be required purple or the crystal heart, depending on the task. Also, I saw the uniqueness of this heart, like manifestations of Guan Yin, the 33 ring manifestations. So Master Adrian's heart that was given to him according to his soul journey and the tasks that he has to accomplish, it's almost the hero within of the heart of the Guan Yin or Jesus or another holy being or the Buddha that is required at that moment to perform the task and to accomplish the task will be almost like a turn on, and he will be aligned with the saint and the Buddha of this task within his heart Jindan in order to perform it. I did not see this before. It's so unique. And then I also did the mini reading, and because of this hero's heart that Master Adrian has received, and we all know that the heart houses the mind and the soul, it was so significant. His healing power has increased by 40%. His mind was transformed to a potential up to 80%. There's no actually a blessing that exists that can transform so much of the Shinchijin blockages within our negative mindset, attitude, beliefs, which we have a lot, and we create lots of karma by our mindset, just by our thinking. And his soul was transformed by 47%. And transformed means also the potential within, but also the awakening. Like he will perceive his tasks very differently from now on. So instead of going to like, oh my God, I have to do this and I have to do this. How am I going to catch up with all my tasks? His hero's heart will guide him how to appropriately manage the time and the energy of his Shen Qi Jing in order to perform the task with excellence. Because the hero's heart is always a condition where you look at the whole situation of overall, and you already know the plan, and you already know and have the tools in order to transform something that needs to be done. And it's just so beautiful. Also, Master Adrian, I saw for you that some major healing within a condition that you may have experienced, something chronic. I don't know what it is, but what I've been showing, that whatever chronic condition that you had, it actually has transformed. And it has the potential with the hero's heart to lead you how to heal this condition. And I hope you know what it is. It's actually quite beautiful because what it gives you an intelligence of the hero's heart. And who's the hero? It's one of them. Let's say it's Amitofu. It's Guanyin. It's Mother Mary. It's Mother Teresa, who even those who don't have a single download, the heart was so committed to just serve and never quit. And there's so much more, but this is what I captured that I felt was significant to Master Adrian. And I'm very grateful. Also, it's very important to mention that what Master Adrian has received, it not only saves his physical life and spiritual life, so that is Master Adrian's physical life was saved. "33 times, just the physical life, along with the physical, with the spiritual journey."
How?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master Jimena.
Thank you, Master Nadia. I'm going to do a little flow for Master Adrian because I want him to really understand what this means. How? This is the source. My beloved son, Master Adrian. My love for you has always been unconditional. I have held you very close to my heart in many lifetimes. Your kind nature, your compassion has enabled you in many lifetimes to serve others, even when it put you at risk. Always, you have sought to serve silently and quietly, without anyone being aware or knowing who or how you were serving. Still, there have been lifetimes when you were lost. And so you have forgotten. Or have stumbled in your actions. This evening, you have been given new opportunities. Going into the hero's condition will give you the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual foundation. It will reconnect you not only with your own foundation, but it will reconnect you with my heart, my foundation. You will need this as times are coming that will challenge many. The hero's heart has cleared the blockages that have kept you stuck. The desire to serve has been there. But the action has been missing. As you have waited for this to clear, doubts, frustration, and more have at times taken hold of your heart. This has been cleared. With this divine treasure, you will now be able to more quickly take action. More lives will be impacted. Fewer will suffer. More light will be brought into areas of darkness. Hope will transform despair. Courage and serenity will help to unite the hearts and souls of those who suffer. Now, as you walk among the people, you will see, feel, hear their pain, and you will be able to hear the guidance of how it is that you can serve. You are so very blessed. How? You know, we're on Facebook, so I have to be very careful. But tomorrow I'll do a different reading for you because I want you to hear the impact. You know, if you cannot awaken, if you cannot connect with your task, it affects other people significantly. So tomorrow during the workshop, I will do a deeper reading for Master Adrian. But I want to hear from him, how he's doing, how he's feeling. Yeah, thank you. Master Adrian. Yeah, come on up. Come on up. Yeah, come on up. Can you get up? They're very big. They're very big Jandans. Yeah, come on up. Yeah. So what was your experience? What do you feel?
First of all, I'm very humbled. Wasn't expecting anything like this.
See, in an instant, life changes. In an instant, you get hit by Shen-Qi-Jing blockages. In an instant. So many Shen-Qi-Jing blockages are removed. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lali. I need to stand. Thank you. Thank you, though, very much. Appreciate it. Even before you transmitted the blessing, I felt like I was made of stone. Literally, that's how heavy it felt. But it wasn't oppressive. It wasn't like I was being weighed down. It was just like my body felt very condensed. Mm-hmm. And I actually was seeing some of the lifetimes when they were referring to them, and I could feel the instant and the people. I didn't see as much as I have in the past. This was more of literally it felt as though the circuitry was rewired. Mm-hmm. As though the electrons, I was feeling as though there was I saw a blueprint, literally a blueprint, and they were showing diagrams of what was being connected, and how there are parts of me that were not communicating with the others.
Right.
So the message got to a certain point, but it didn't get to where it needed to go. And I've often felt when I'm walking as though they're not my feet. Mm-hmm. I go that way, and my foot steps that way. Mm-hmm. It's just out of the blue. Mm-hmm. And I when I've checked, it's been more of not a misstep, but they've stopped me from taking that step. Mm-hmm. So what I've experiencing right now is a complete. First of all, I have this sense of just quiet. There's a force. Mm-hmm. It's not like I feel like I need to jump out and do, but it's there. It's like the potentials behind the dam, harnessing that hydroelectric. That's what it feels like, being at the tip of that and knowing that at any moment I can open that gate, and that comes through.
That power
comes through, and that power can be like anything. It can be completely obliterating everything in its path, or it can nourish drop by drop. So there's just a complete force that's just harnessed, that's just waiting. Mm-hmm. And I actually started seeing some of the faces of the people that I'm going to be connecting with. Mm-hmm. They've already started showing me.
Mm-hmm. So you're quiet inside, mind is quiet, heart is quiet. So stay in this condition. Stay in this condition, yeah.
Many things are changing for me at the moment. There's a lot that's happening behind the scenes, and I don't share it very much because it's like that doesn't it isn't it's a detail. Mm-hmm. So more and more I'm seeing that, and heaven always has a plan, and I trust heaven implicitly. But as that was mentioned in the reading, oftentimes the mind gets in the way, and so I start thinking about what I need to do versus just stay where I'm at and let myself be guided. So there is an unharnessed potential that's sitting there waiting, and I can feel the teams, the teams that are.
Yeah. So tomorrow, I said tomorrow I'll do a different reading for you because we're on Facebook,
right, yes.
and I'll explain to you a little bit. But your heavens team has changed significantly. So it's not when we receive these treasures. What happens is you are receiving literally. Not only are you receiving an addition to the team you might have, you are receiving usually a higher level and a bigger team. So it's like the team just got another team added to it. It's not one or two, and also keep in mind that because of who Master Sha is, the members of the team are very high level beings that come and are added to our teams. Now, yes?
When we went to the event in Toronto, and I knew that things were going to start shifting for me because it's just time. And so I just kept asking, tell me, what is it I need to do? Please tell me. And the only thing they kept saying to me was, gather your team. They've been telling me that for several months. Gather your team. Gather your team. Like, okay, I'll gather my team, without knowing what that meant.
So now those that have received the hero's heart, those that have received the going into the condition, because there's some people like Master Nadia. Now your task is to connect, really connect with these treasures. I personally have learned, because I'm going through a healing journey, it is possible to connect with these treasures to the point that the minute you think about them, already the transformation is occurring. It is so instant now. It does not take, yes, of course, it's taken me how many months of chanting and tracing, but you get to the point where I can think, I need help transforming this, this headache, and I can feel the treasures and the teams helping me. Otherwise, I would not be standing. I'm telling you, earlier today I could barely function, but I'm functioning. I'm absolutely functioning, and it's possible because these treasures that Master Sha gives us are very high frequency, very high layers. All we have to do is practice. 15 minutes a day is not enough. You have to practice. So I would say tonight, you go home and you really connect. 2 hours, tonight's 2-hour practice, you really connect with the hero's heart, connect with going into the condition. Really allow yourself to connect with these treasures, to become more aligned, and we see tomorrow where you are. Okay?
I'm still not.
Yeah.
I truly am grateful, Master Jimena, and I know that I've followed the progression of the teachings and the things that are being offered, and it's amazing how, as Master Nadia mentioned, it's working its way through each of the centers on the West Coast, but it's a different feeling. There's a different purpose, and it's aligning all of us with what we need to do within
this community.
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly
right.
That's exactly what
the
happens.
triangle between Vancouver, Honolulu, and San Francisco is no coincidence. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no coincidence.
Yeah. No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Tao. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Master Sha. Yeah.
I'm still.
Yeah. Have a seat. Yeah. Have a seat. You so connect tonight. You connect with going into the hero's condition, just the hero's condition. Focus on going into, because that is, everybody needs to receive that. That is your foundation, your core. Most of us don't have a strong enough core. And anyways, so this weekend you can see is going to be quite powerful. I myself am still, I'm shifting internally. I can feel things shifting from me internally. I want to finish by doing a flow for everybody of what it means to join this workshop this weekend, what it means for you, what it means for the center, what it means for the community, what it means for Mother Earth. How? This is the source. My beloved ones who have gathered on this evening for this very special workshop on this very special weekend. Many are gathered around the world, for it is time. It is time for all of you to come together. It is time for all of you to embrace your tasks, your journey, your path. Your teacher has embraced his, and now it is your turn. This evening, you have had a small glimpse of what can occur within minutes, if not seconds, for your journey. The presence of a divine Tao source hero's heart means that there is greater light. A light that cannot be measured. A light that is infinite. A light where all possibilities exist. And all you need to do is to connect. To open your heart and allow the light to flow through. The words, the actions, the thoughts, and so much more will flow through this light. Each of you who joins from the center will help to strengthen the power of the center. The field that is created by this center. The foundation that is present to hold a wider range of people. The city, your beloved city and Bay Area, will have more light. More will be awakened to the calling of their soul to find the balance between the material world and their soul's calling of service. The combination will be powerful. This will bring greater and greater light to the entire West Coast. as the light from the Bay Area travels south and north and connects to the connects to the field created by the center. Soul Mind Body Center in Vancouver. It is not an accident, as has been mentioned, that this workshop is being held in these three centers at this particular time, when your teacher is in silent meditation. It is a calling to each of you to step forward, to truly follow in your teacher's footsteps, the hero's footsteps, the hero's path, and the hero's task and journey. I will be with you this weekend. Heaven's teams will be with you this weekend. Much love, much light, much transformation awaits you. I await you. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I invite those of you that are on the webcast to share. What was your experience What was your experience tonight? I invite you to register. The team will post the link. Can you post the link, the registration link? Yeah, can you help them? Yeah? Can we add it to the, we should be able to add it to the live stream, yeah? Yep. Those of you that are on Facebook, if you go to you're on Facebook, on the Center's Facebook, then just go to the events and click on the workshop. The workshop is tomorrow, June 2nd through the 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You will want to be here in this field. You will experience profound transformation. I have watched this occur now. This is the 3rd center. So I speak from experience, from watching what has occurred for others. If you run into any issues with the registration links, which I don't think should be an issue, you can also call the center at 415-971-7373, and we will help you to register. So Lali, one word, one sentence tonight, and maybe use the mic. Train yourself.
Heart opening.
Heart opening?
Yeah, thank you.
You look lighter. Your face looks lighter. Your face looks lighter.
Because I received a lot from sitting close to Master Adrian.
Yeah. What was your experience, Paula?
Go ahead.
I felt a major shift in my energy.
You felt a major shift.
I
right?
wasn't even expecting it, but when you prayed for him and did the transmission, wow.
These downloads, these treasures, these blessings are huge. They're huge. Do not let the realm, the ultimate divine infinity, you think you have no idea because it's infinite, right? So my own experience, I've done this, huge. These are huge. You cannot see. I've done these readings. You cannot actually see the end to these downloads, correct? Yes. Before I remember, we used to go, oh my gosh, it's the size of the room, it's the size of the building. Then it was the size of the, it was the size of the city block. Now, honestly, these I cannot see. I honestly cannot see anymore the size of how big it is. It's just huge. And bright, the intensity of the light. So why is it that we have to do these meditations? Because we have to prepare you. Otherwise, the light comes in, you get all, you're not prepared. You get all, what's it called? You're rocked. You're shaken. You're shaken. Yeah. What was your experience? You were here for part of it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Anita, please.
Yes. Well, I was able to perceive a lot of golden light, to feel it, to perceive it, and my third eye was open enough to really see that and shifts in the light. So for myself, at first I could see that the light had some darkness in it, and it wasn't a pure gold, but I was aware of possibility that as the light comes in, it's removing the blockages,
yeah.
It's releasing them so that more golden light can come in to me.
Yeah.
But I could feel some coming in
so
to
is
the
your
lower.
Mind,
yeah.
Is your mind quiet?
Today it's been, this evening, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It got quieter and quieter
Yes.
as the
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you gave the transmission to Master Adrian, there I had more third eye activity, but I could really see the golden light and the golden light coming into Master Adrian, especially his heart. But the light became purer and purer. The gold became purer and purer.
Exactly.
So I could really see that all the impurities were removed from the gold so that it was really bright and shining, and this intense shining in the gold, especially Master Adrian's heart.
Yeah.
That this pure gold, best way I can describe it from my third eye images, it became pure gold, really pure gold, free of impurities that miners would find in gold.
Yeah. So normally, do you have that kind of third eye?
Not as strongly.
Yeah.
It just...
I know, because the frequency is so high. See, yeah. Both of you are saying exactly the same thing. The frequency is very, very high. So imagine we're going to spend 2 entire days in this frequency. You will be transformed. The whole team in Hawaii, there's 70-some people completely transformed. Yeah. How about yourself, Lawrence? Happy birthday. Yeah.
The experience was beautiful as much as it was powerful. I was very grateful for Master Adrian. Very grateful for Master Adrian because I don't feel this separation. When Master Adrian received it, I felt like we all received it.
Everybody received it.
Yeah, it was a gift for all of us, really. And to be in this light is just incredible. I do feel also very quiet during the meditation. It was like just what I needed, and I just really felt very peaceful. When the transmission was given, I certainly felt that wave, like I received it also, like it came down and to my jong. But I knew, like I said, Master Adrian physically received it, but I felt also just...
Because you're here. You're
yeah.
here, you're in the field. It's not like the field is only around him. The whole space.
Yeah.
The whole city, the whole country, the whole planet changed. It's very powerful.
It does also say a lot about Master Adrian because, he was chosen. He really does serve unconditionally. He's a great example.
Very humbly.
Yes, exactly. Quietly, you know, yeah, thank you, Master Adrian, and for all you've done, and thank you, Master Jimena.
Yeah. Victoria? Yeah? And if we can keep our, our sharing to a couple words or a sentence, yeah, because we're already over by 40 minutes, and I know Master Shunya, he likes to keep to the time, but I'm so sorry, I cannot do this in 2 hours. I deeply apologize. You're welcome to leave, though.
We wouldn't leave until
Nobody
it's
wants
time.
to leave.
I would like to say I'm very encouraged, just for myself and also for everyone else who will be here, and also for the center, to support the center and develop the area more. And just very inspired, and I really look forward to, I know nothing is a repeat. I'll be with you again for this workshop, but it will not, it will be more and new.
Is it different being in person?
Oh, it is.
Completely.
It is, yeah. And I didn't attend the whole time with you because I had other commitments, but I wanted to, be with you as much as I could, because I just could feel the importance of this for myself at least, and it will be. Sorry, that wasn't very short.
Okay, Jason, and
I feel very deeply honored because I was really, I don't know where I went, so I'm still partly there, I feel. So I'm not my normal self, and I think that's a good thing. Thank you so much.
And
when I registered for this, I really didn't have a strong feeling for why I was registering for it. I came with an open mind, actually.
Yeah.
Thank
you for that.
My open mind has gotten a lot more focused this evening, and I was deeply touched by the blessing from Master Adrian and the flow that you gave afterwards. And it's no accident that this comes after Master Rulin's workshop with the awareness treasures that she brought also.
Yeah.
So took note of that too.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And just pick a couple, one or two from them. Yeah. Don't try to manage it.
Jitka Kells writes...
And don't go back. So hold on a second. The thing that many of us do is we receive a download, then we want to go back. Why do you want to go back? You need to go forward. Don't go back to where you were before the blockages were removed. Remember what I said to you? We want to hold on. We know we want to hold on to the known. A hero does not know, but trusts. Allow the transformation. Don't try to manage it. Just allow the transformation. You will be surprised by what happens to you then. This could be very significant. So these are not. You probably have not experienced these types of downloads. Yeah. So Yitka.
She says.
From Vancouver Island.
Okay. She says, thank you, Master Jimena. I am registering. This is so powerful. I joined same workshop in Vancouver, and tonight blew my mind. Very, very high frequencies, huge transformation already, countless bow downs. And Kim, it's Nghiem. Do you know how to pronounce that? I don't know what nationality that is. Niam? Okay. Anyway, she writes, Master Adrian is a beautiful servant. She also writes, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Divine Tao Source, Master Shah. I never can thank you enough, Master Jimena, and all participants, masters and soul of San Francisco Center and Soul. This huge blessing. Congratulations, Master Adrian. Let's see, there was a couple earlier. Lila Ross says, congratulations, beloved Master Adrian. So happy for you. Countless bow downs. Robin Brent says, congratulations, Master Adrian. There's a couple more congratulations. Francis Ann Brown writes, congratulations, Master Adrian. During the meditation, I experienced a journey of a long walk through rubble with intent to save many. Depths and realms of travel, the treasure was too large to see.
Exactly. Okay.
Amy Y says, Dear Master Jimena, the power of the blessing was like an explosion of light radiating outward from the San Francisco Center. His heart and message center just expanded. His love and light touched my heart.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone who joined me. So, are you excited?
Yes.
Are you touched?
Yes.
Are you transformed? Almost. Yes. Yeah, actually you are. You just don't know it because you're still trying to assimilate. But don't go backwards. Remember what I said to you? Only go forwards. You go forward with an open heart. You go forward with an open mind. You go forward in service, in love, in peace, and in harmony. This is how we need to walk on Mother Earth, through San Francisco, through Vancouver, on Vancouver Island, wherever you are, East Bay, North Bay, South Bay, it doesn't matter. This is how the hero walks. The hero walks with an open heart. The hero walks with courage, with serenity, with total trust in divine Tao and Source. And on that note, I will see you tomorrow. Love you, love you, love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.